Oh no, old lady, stop staring at me! We're gone! The woman in purple, she comes. Ah, fuck! Son of a bitch! I gotta go this way. Hello, everybody. Ah, yes, I'm out in the little bit of sunshine we have. Oh, I've got to go to work in a bit. To talk to you a little bit about TV. You know, that thing that we used to watch before the internet existed. But there's something about TV that's really fucking me off. I mean, really fucking me off. And that is TV fakery. Now, I'm going to refer to a few TV shows that you may not have seen, but this does go throughout the TV channels and programs of nowadays, and as it turns out, it's also recently hit BBC. Sons of bitches. It's not just TV fakery, it's to do with the type of program that it's on. For instance, it's factual based. So you're watching it for facts, like Top Gear. There's a program called Lizard Lick Towing. Now I know that isn't really a factual basing, but the whole idea of this, it's like these reality shows. What's the other one? Storage Hunters. But you know, that sort of reality show that follows people doing their job basically, or is supposed to be giving you information and details and shit like that. These can be very interesting, or equally they can be very boring, but the way that the Americans seem to have made them more interesting is by putting some fakery in it, basically adding to the storyline with things that are going on, and always having arguments. I'll leave here, there's too many people. Now, I'm going to give some examples of what I'm talking about here, because you're probably going to think, what the fuck are you rambling on about? Yeah, basically, something like the program Lizard Lick Towing, which is a program about a couple of redneck repo guys who are basically getting cars back. Now, this in itself could be quite interesting, because, you know, different people, different cars, is not necessarily going to be a mundane job, and you are going to get people not wanting you to take their cars. However, very well filmed with different camera angles, footage of them having petrol bombs thrown at them, was clearly faked. There's other things. Top Gear. Oh, for fuck's sake, Top Gear started doing this in recent years. Well, actually, quite a few series ago they started doing this. And it really fucks me off. It's the fakery that they do to make things funny. Now, in some cases, engineering a joke can be funny. But in other cases, it's really not. Oh, there's another program called Sons of Guns. And this is a good example of what I mean by the whole idea of the program and then what they do with it. Sons of Guns, look, thank you. Sons of Guns, it's basically, I think it was Sons of Guns or Guns of America, but whatever, they were testing a punt gun. If you don't know what a punt gun is, my family actually used to use these a couple of generations back to shoot ducks, but basically, it's a fucking ginormous shotgun. Idea being that you put it on a canoe, and then you go up to a flock of ducks, and then you shoot the entire flock with one shot. Great idea. Anyway, on this program, Sons of Guns, they're testing this punt gun out while they've got these like targets put on a board. And they were showing this like by shooting some clays that were put onto a board. And then they did another one, they put these like stuffed ducks in a square pattern. Now, I don't know for definite whether it was pyrotechnics or something like in the red, you know, that explosive powder that Jake's used in his zombie videos. But when they shoot it, the entire thing explodes simultaneously. Like, poof! And it's got a big smoke cloud with it. Now that would have been interesting to see had it actually been, like, factual. Like, oh, it actually would be interesting to see that how many of these ducks that gun would hit at that range with the shot that they put in it. You know what I mean? But no, they fake shit. That takes away all the actual point of the program, because it's supposed to be factual. That is one example where they're doing experiments, but the outcome is completely, like, arranged so it comes out in a more entertaining way to watch it. Which in my opinion is boring. There are other ones like I can't remember the fuck it's called. It's some program. It used to be a program about a guy, a mechanic out in Spain fixing people's cars. Now that program was interesting, but boring. A bit. So the way they've livened it up is they're now doing this thing where they buy a car and in 4 weeks they do it up and set it on for so much more money. Interesting. But what have they done to, you know, Americanise it a bit more, heat it up, apart from the fact that it's now filmed in America, and it's an English guy. They were fixing this car, and they're just about to start the engine to see if it's been rebuilt and everything's done good on it. And from the head of the engine, or just next to the head, where you couldn't really see, was a very thick plume of white smoke. Now this smoke acted very strangely. It was a very heavy smoke. It went up and came straight back down again, like it was water, like a scaled down version of water. Now, yeah, electrical smoke can be a bit like that, but this wasn't electrical smoke. But no, apparently this electrical smoke was coming out. Then they start having an argument. One of the guys says, "Fuck this shit, I'm quitting, I've had enough of this, blah blah blah." Then some other guy comes in, he's chatting about, "Oh yeah, you know, it's a stressful situation, but the job we're doing, it's so important for this guy, you know." And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Okay, let's come back in." And they're like, "Yeah man," fist bumping, "Yeah man, back together as a team." Even though every single car we did, we'd break up and get back together pretty much. Bollocks. And then we just tried the distributor cap. They blamed it on the distributor cap, saying that it was badly timed and that's what's causing this plume of smoke. No, I'm sorry, I don't believe so. I have a good understanding in engines, and I'll tell you now, it was not caused by a fucking distributor cap. It was pyrotechnics to add to the story. They basically filled a good 10 minutes of that program on the basis of this bullshit thing. Then I watched Man Lab. Now, if you're not in the UK, Man Lab is done by James May, who is the spaniel-looking one out of Top Gear UK, the only decent Top Gear there is. And in this, they were putting action cameras, particularly GoPros, on cats. They wanted us to believe that this screen that they were playing back was in fact a live feed from a GoPro. Not just several recordings edited together and, yeah, you know. Now, I would have believed the whole GoPro live feed from a cat thing if it weren't for the fact that the GoPro, I think it can do a type of live feed, but not at the range that they were suggesting it was doing, and it didn't have any extra wires or equipment. That pisses me off. I'm not an idiot. I will see through your bullshittery. Now, if it was possible for them to do that, let me know how it was. But do keep in mind what I'm saying here. The GoPro was in its case. It had no extra... The cat didn't have a fucking dish or an antenna on it. So there is no way that signal... I mean, even if it's Wi-Fi, I don't think it's going to go that far. I've noticed this happening through TV for a while. And I'm afraid to say, America, it stemmed from you. You were the first ones. I mean, infomercials are bad enough, but fucking hell. It's massively insulting the intelligence of the people watching it. Now, no offence to you Americans, again, and I don't want to go with the stereotype that Americans are stupid, but, you know, yeah, but it does always stem from America, and what this says to me is that you, either, there's one or the other, either you don't really care what's on the telly, you'll just accept it for what it is, like a shit action film that's so shit that it's funny, and then when you're like, I'm going to watch it just to see how bad it is, it's almost as if you've gone past that into, this is real! Wow! This is fucking amazing! Oh my god, did you see what happened? He tried to start the car and a big plume of smoke came out, and oh my god, and then they were going to quit, and then they didn't because they sorted it out, and they worked through in the end, and they got that car going, and yeah, it was great, and it was worth $30,000. If you can't make an interesting program in the first case, don't fucking put fake shit in it just to make it funnier. I mean, I can do this. Let's have a look. Anyone behind me? No, right, wheelie. I haven't done a proper wheelie for a while. Here we go, ready? Oh yeah! Do another one. Yeah. And we'll go in the corner, it's fine. Oh! See? 40,000 subs. Sorry, Jake. Actually, no, fuck that. What did he say about me the other day? I've got to do a garden snake here. Hey everybody, I'm Jake the Garden Snake. Oh, my helmet was closer than I realised. I'm on my supermoto. It's the best thing in the world, and I'm wearing these jeans. And these jeans, if you didn't know, were made by Rock. Look at me, old people. I'm doing a wheelie. No. Why was I even impersonating him? Oh yeah. Saying to me the other day, calling me a puss because I couldn't do a dual vlog with him. I will. Unfortunately, the first week, he didn't call me till 6 o'clock in the evening. Back to Jake mode. My point is, I'm trying to make about this. I don't fucking know anymore. I've lost it. The most interesting thing about these reality type or scientific type or information based programs is the fact that it is exactly that, and what you're going to see is the truth. Don't present a program to be factually based when it actually isn't, because I can't watch it, and that's the problem. It means I can't watch it because I'm constantly thinking that makes no fucking sense. And that's what Man Lab did to me the other day, and I was just like, do you know what? No. Enough! Enough is a fucking enough, TV people. You can do that shit in America, don't do it in England. Or if you do, put a fuck off thing at the beginning saying, this program is complete bullshit. Jesse, do you mind not farting like that? I just want them to stop. To stop making fake TV programs and actually make something that's interesting to watch that isn't fucking fake. Okay? Okay, you got that clear. Was she on her phone? Anyway, catch you next time. As is the tradition around here, why wouldn't you, if you're coming to the Portsmouth meet, go to Portsdown Hill? So what we'll do is we'll meet here, and then at some point we'll go up to Portsdown Hill. But the key to this is this.